Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Can you hear me well? Is that loud enough for you? Did everyone help themselves to coffee in donut holes, not full donuts? Okay, good. Well, if you don't know who I am, we may or may not have some newer residents here inside our community, but I'm Lindsay Weaver. I'm the Executive Director here at Regency Oaks. So this is our team, and this is Forum. It is a quarterly update, comprehensive update from all the directors that we do as a report to you. So you kind of get to hear what is going on. I know I do my Tuesday talk updates every week, but you get an idea of everything that's going on in every department, their accomplishments, any changes, and any upcoming things down the pipeline from every director. So I will go ahead and kick it off with just a little bit of updates from me, because you really hear from me every Tuesday. So first and foremost, operational updates and policy changes. We had a new policy for employee referral bonuses. We had a new policy for critical emergency planning. We had a new policy change for updated pool rules. We had a new policy for resident woodworking shop, and a new policy for no soliciting or distribution. So we rolled these out, whether it be with Kelly or the pertinent committees and residents, so they are aware of what those changes are. For programs, as you all know, we've been working feverishly with Blue Team on multiple projects. So we had our carpet remobilization project begin. Again, this is an update from Q2. I attended Chairman's Club with a couple of our team members in LCS. I attended the Senior Living Management Conference, attended RoRo Lunch Meeting Monthly, completed our OIR inspection and final report, completed multiple regional visits, completed a corporate risk assessment visit, completed corporate audit and HR visit, completed a site visit with forensic architects for the carpet project, completed the annual fire and emergency preparedness presentation for you all. We began the roofing projects. I know how much you love it. Facilitated J.D. Power Associate Award Process and Communication. We completed our rate increase presentation for those Septembers. Attended monthly new resident orientation. Completed Health Peak visit to finalize carpet project. Completed multiple Blue Team site visits, what felt like twice a week. Began our 2026 budgeting process. Completed our peak 2025 business plan, completed all director annual goals and reviews, initiated and managed our one-bedroom strategy, and initiated and managing our voluntary move-out strategy. Just a couple of the services, some of them sometimes roll over to various departments, but just the high-level ones that I can always recall. We had the sprinkler heads replaced in the pool area. That was a big risk assessment aspect, so we went ahead and got that taken care of. Replaced damaged landscaping and flowers multiple times. Pest control, continuing to address that with the lower level wasp nests and the higher levels that's still in process. We did fix multiple issues in the pool and spa. We are facilitating our elevator project for completion and timeline as communicated. We are facilitating our Blue Team remediation projects, and we are actually should be done by this week. I know it. We are in the process of our new phone project, that's for administration. And completing our paving project, we've got our our last piece will be next year, but we've completed the third one this year. We did hire our new executive chef. We did facilitate a new IT tech support with our IHS program. We have, of course, began planning for our 2025 resident survey. I know we've been talking about that, so more to come for that. And I know we had that front-south fountain replaced. So this is not completely inclusive of all the things that I usually try to communicate every Tuesday, but just really a high-level review and report to you all from the executive director role. So at this point, I will pass it to Sherry for a financial update.
Good morning. I'm Sherry Schoitzo, Director of Financial Services here at Regency Oaks. My report today is on our financial results year-to-date through July 31st. You're the first to hear the July results. I meet with our RoRo committee monthly, and that's not for another week. So again, this is year-to-date for the current year through July. So our occupancy trends are very close to budget. Independent living is at 90.6, assisted living at 98%, skilled nursing at 88.6%. You can see we're about 0.6 off in total year to date. Some of that reflects having our skilled nursing rooms offline for remediation. Entrance fee sales year to date, we're ahead of budget by 37 on a budget of 34. We have had 2 additional refunds / move-outs year to date to budget. Net attrition, which is our cash flow, is ahead of budget by $400,000, and that relates to the additional sales. So it brings in more bottom line cash flow. With our operations, independent living is slightly under budget year to date. That's because the additional move-outs have dropped the occupancy slightly. We're seeing a great turnaround in these next several months with fewer move-outs and higher sales. Assisted living revenue is ahead of budget. They remain at almost 100% occupancy. Skilled nursing, slightly behind, again, and that relates to the room remediations, which, as Kyle will report, those are all completed and all rooms are back online to take in new residents. IHS is kicking it out of the park year to date. They're ahead by 13% to budget. So please utilize those services. It's a great revenue source for us, but for you, it's a better service. They offer smaller time slots than any of the competition. Christine will speak to that, I'm sure. Other operating revenue, we're ahead of budget, and we pick up a little bit of money on our revenue when we have additional move-outs that maybe their contract's not amortized. I know it's a little dry, but it's for the apartment custom work that they paid for above and beyond their entrance fee. If they've moved out before it's amortized, they 100% amortize it and it hits our revenue. So, moving on to operating expenses. These are our controllable expenses. This is what every department head works for every month towards meeting our budget. And currently I'm in budget preparation for 2026. So we focus on wages. We make sure that we have a fair wage, great benefits. We are slightly under budget, $17,000, and that's just due to some rolling vacancies. HR will report that those vacancies are reducing month over month. Then you can see all the departments, and generally everybody is under budget. We have a little bit over in resident services and AL, but that's where we have resident personal expenses and it gets billed to the resident. So since the revenue is ahead of budget, those are not overages on expenses, those are additional services that we've earned money on. Skilled nursing, below budget, but that's because revenue is below budget. So we know that they're operating appropriately to their census with staffing and all of their medical expenses. So year to date, we're under about $228,000. Our non-controllable, which you can see, utilities, management fees, these are a few things that in the budget we don't really have a lot of control, especially insurance and taxes. We have a little bit of a pickup there, $341,000. Our insurance and taxes were lower. However, as you are aware, in Florida, a lot of the insurance renewals and tax rates will be coming out in Q4. So I expect to probably spend a little bit of that money, that savings. So total expense under by $569,000 year to date. Net operating income, you can see our net operating income is $4.127 million on a budget of $3.7, so that means we're making a little more than what we had budgeted for, so we're ahead by $400,000, and our margin is at 21.4% on a budget of 19.7. So we remain focused on managing our expenses to budget. We are currently meeting on our 2026 budget. We are always weekly working on labor management, filling our open positions, managing overtime, staying on top of appropriate scheduling. And all of that relates to improving retention improvement and reducing open positions. And I'm going to turn it over to Kyle.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Kyle Bolden. I'm the healthcare administrator over at your healthcare center. I've seen some of you come over and visit, but I don't see a lot of you, and I think that's probably where you want to keep it. So, some updates for the healthcare center. We have made some new hires here. Nettie Mary is our new director of health and wellness. So she's over there in the healthcare center in our assisted living. Rhonda Bailey is our new assistant director of clinical services. So she assists Bernie Balderi, our director of nursing, with her administrative duties. Our assisted living, like Sherry mentioned, kind of remains fully occupied. We do have one room currently offline for renovation, but we do have a projected move-in, and we're looking at ending the month at 25 on a budget of 25.5. Skilled nursing remained, for the month of July, our occupancy was down to about 52 on a budget of 55, and that was due to some rooms being offline, and then we had some hospital discharges. The hospital occupancy was low as well, so obviously there's a domino effect to our skilled nursing center when the hospital occupancy goes down. But today we're at 57 on a budget of 55, so we picked up rather quickly, and the hospitals kind of got busy. So all the rooms in the healthcare center, like Sherry mentioned again, are back online for the remediation part, not for renovate, not UTO, but for remediation from Blue Team. All those rooms have been completed. We had a case management focused marketing event that was held on July 1st. We have a family night scheduled for September 25th with an RSVP deadline of September 15th. So if you have anyone in the healthcare center, it's a great event. It's a night in New Orleans, and I think it's going to be a fantastic evening. So if you have anyone who are able to attend, please make sure you RSVP and come to that event. The community maintains its 4- and 5-star rating both in quality measures and our staffing. Talked about the room remediation project. Our roof repair project is also completed and has been cleared by Clearwater, so that is one less project going on over in the healthcare center, and all those nails and everything have been cleaned up, so we're greatly appreciative that's all completed. Just healthcare, I'm sorry. I attended an LCS conference with Lindsay, which is the SLM conference. I also attended Florida Healthcare Association conference to get any updates that's kind of going on in the long-term care, assisted living, and skilled nursing environment. And I'm also assisting as the lead PDP program administrator for all new healthcare administrators that are joining LCS and helping me be a mentor for them, for the LCS communities. That's all I got.
Hello, good morning. My name is Betsy Olson. I am the Director of Administration. So I wanted to share that I have been partnering with Blue Team to notify residents of any work that needs to be done and help relocate them during the remediation and reconstruction process. So that is now officially over for the original apartments that were all part of the work list. Here and there, little have come up, but for the most part, Blue Team should be evacuating the campus on any of the apartment work. It'll just be the roof. So let's cross our fingers and toes that we have no more severe blowing winds and rains this season. So I do work on completing those Tuesday Talk newsletters every Tuesday that I hope you all read. I've been completing the transition of using our new corporate print supplier, so I do apologize for the lack of package logs and things like that for a moment. It just took a little longer to get those supplies for the first time, but now we should be up and running with no glitches in the future. I continue to hire, coach, and develop the reception and security team. I work with our legal team to gather the names and addresses of the residents that were affected by the September 16th, 2024 data breach. I completed the emergency contact test emails to verify correct emails for the emergency notifications during the hurricane emergencies. I've met with residents to perform notary requests. I've done the renewals for community licenses, including the business tax and the elevators. I've met with residents and their family members that are vacating apartments. I am in the process of performing the storage locker audit, so I appreciate those of you who've already let me know that you had no use for the locker and you'd be clearing it out. I'm completing the transition to using our new corporate print supplier. I think that's a duplicate. And I continue to assist residents throughout the community, and of course other duties as assigned, right? So, I know, everybody says, is that part of your job? Absolutely. So, and now my next project will also be, I did receive the bracelets for the new emergency pendant. So I have the list of the residents that requested one. I will be reaching out to you individually because I do have to take the necklace string off of the pendant that you currently have to switch it to the wrist strap. So I will give you all a call shortly about that. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Looking good out there, I'll tell you that. Look at this crowd. We have a lot of people here today. Welcome to all our newbies. All right, I'm Erin Clem. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director. Thus far in Q2, actually to wrap it up, we achieved budgeted closings of 17 on a goal of 17. We are currently at 12 deposits to a budget of 15 in this quarter. That's how we ended the first month of the quarter. So we're poised to really sort of make up that divide that Sherry was alluding to earlier. Less move-outs and more move-ins mean great things for all of us. So this is a good quarter, we hope, for that. So be looking for those results at our Q3 form. Increased reputation, the aggregate of reviews on all social media sites. Our score is up now to over 870. I think we're leading in the company. I'll get a little bit more information on that after tomorrow's call with our corporate entities in that regard. Regency Oaks and Associates won for the most Google reviews in the Robinson Law Division. Congratulations. I believe we won bragging rights. I wish there was a trophy we could hoist and kiss and run around with, but it's bragging rights, so do what you can with that. We repositioned the trial stay apartments in our north building to S, as in Sam, 207, and in our south building to M, as in Mary, 315. I think that says N, but it is M as in Mary. No, I'm sorry, it is M. That is user error, operator error, this microphone. So it is N as in Nancy, 315. Okay. Then we created a moving mobile model. Had anybody seen when they came in a model that was already furnished? It was very easy to see the size of the furniture and the things that you could bring and how charming it would look. And so what we're doing is we have Tampa Staging and Design who creates a model apartment for us, and we are able to move that once we put that into an apartment, and that helps us to sell that particular. So if we are in the midst of a one-bedroom strategy, and we are, to sell some of our one-bedroom apartments, that is a tool we use for that, because not everybody can visualize, will my couch fit in here? Will I be able to get my things in here and it will still feel airy and livable? And so that's part of that strategy. We hosted 10 events in Q2. We hosted 3 guest stays, 9 Oasis stays. And if you recall, the Oasis stays are when we have people move in and they utilize an apartment that is furnished for them for the day or maybe 2 days when they are moving, so that their mover can get everything out of their house and they still have a comfortable place to lay their head and stay out of the fray of the move. That's called an Oasis. So we hosted 9 of those in Q2, so you can kind of count along with how the move-ins went during that quarter. We attended Chairman's Club to celebrate outstanding sales contributions. The dining room and pub reservations with prospects and residents were 51 in Q2. Dining, thanks. We hosted a roadshow event at Ardea Country Club in Eastlake Woodlands. Thank you to our traveling ambassadors. Some of you may be in the room right now. And if you haven't gone to a roadshow as an ambassador, you likely will. We've got 3 more upcoming. Let's see, we had a second quarter one-bedroom strategy that we were just talking about. The one-bedroom strategy is to sell more of the one-bedrooms and how to reposition things and how to make those more attractive to those who are looking. We have done that not only by those mobile models, but by emphasizing singles via direct mailings, and 9 out of our last 17 closes were with single people, solo move-ins. So it is a working strategy. We have included external business development with every sales team member representing Regency Oaks at different events in the community at large. I think our next one is with the Jewish Community Center Comedy Show, I believe in September. Let's see. We have partnered with Resident Services to go to local emergency stations, fire stations, with big, beautiful cookie baskets to thank them for their continued speedy attention and to build rapport. And now, we are becoming very popular as a cookie stop for the EMS after they make calls. So we'd like to thank those of you who utilize their services, or when they get here, rejected them, they come over, get cookies and all as well. We recognize Jackie in the Pub as our celebrity. That is somebody who displays great customer service attributes, and they're voted on for their specific times that they have assisted and gone over and above in a sales opportunity. And she was acknowledged for her excellent customer service, going out of her way for the residents. And we thank you again, Jackie. Yes! It's like we have a proud papa dining at the other end of the table.
Right about that.
Yes, excellent, excellent. We did change our LCS NDM corporate advertising company, so we are doing our direct mailings, which include 2 events on each mailing card, each postcard that we mail out, and we're doing those strictly through NDM now, so it's very efficient, and we're having good responses. We have offered a separate BBAC event in the village area with lunch at the pub the week after each large event so that guests can see more of the community, which means when we have something like we have today, where our guests will come into the Regency room, they'll see the models in the sales center, they'll go to the Regency room, and then we'll have a bus take them back over to the parking lot because it's hot and it's just more efficient that way, but then they didn't get to see the pub and all the other amenities and your shining smiley faces, so we've invited them all back the next week for a return visit, and that's proven to be successful as well. All right, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dawn Evans. I'm the HR director. And as everyone has alluded to, retention and staffing is a huge initiative for us this year. We continue to attract and retain staff through a number of efforts. One of them is we hired Jamie Aravello. She's our recruiter, and she's located in the South Building, right near Betsy. If you haven't had a chance to say hello, please do. We are so pleased she's on our team, and she's helping with the retention. We have consistent social media postings on LinkedIn for brand recognition and to promote Regency Oaks as an employer of choice. That's important. Your reviews and employee reviews are what helps draw people to Regency Oaks. We want that top talent, so it's important to stay consistent with all of the postings for the events that we hold for employees, as well as letting them know that we're relevant. We attended 2 off-site job fairs at Pinellas Technical, one in Clearwater and one in St. Pete. We hosted an Indeed-sponsored in-house job fair for CNAs, which resulted in 6 hires, so we were thrilled with that. We scheduled an Indeed-sponsored in-house fair for nurses, and we're actually promoting that right now. The in-house fair will take place on August the 19th. For policy updates, there was an update to the referral bonus policy that excludes directors, managers, HR, and any other staff members that's involved in the hiring process. The peak HR audit was conducted in July. That's when the regional HR director and talent acquisition business partner come on site to make sure that we are in line with the expectations of LCS. They also provided a lunch and learn for retention, and it was a great success. The HR team as a whole attended the Educational and Collaborative Day in July at the LCS conference in Sun City, sponsored by Indeed. Topics included strategic initiatives, responsible AI, which is a huge topic right now, and healthcare labor dynamics. So they gave us some great information to take back. So again, we can apply all of those techniques. We conducted quarterly all staff, participated in hurricane preparation, participation in the labor review for the 2026 budget, Culture Committee events included the Employee Appreciation Food Truck celebrating CNA Week, the July 4th Resident and Employee Barbecue. Thanks for all of those who attended. We had the backpack event. 100 backpacks were distributed to the children of employees and a community elementary school, making a meaningful impact for families sending kids back to school. We also had monthly review of all residents submitting clock cards for the Employee of the Month selection. Thank you so much for taking your time to fill out those clock cards. We do read them. We read every single one of them every month, and that's how our Employee of the Month is selected. So thanks for your time.
I'm the spotlight here. Good morning, my name is Darwin Preves with Plan Operations. I know we got a lot going on, but here's some of the accomplishments that we have completed. We completed the healthcare repiping on the fire sprinklers. We replaced the south service door control board. We replaced the automatic door release button in the north door service door. Installed new automatic door openers in the healthcare AL. Replaced the hydraulic gaskets on the service elevator. Replaced the pool and the pool room water heater, the tank. Replaced the control board on the gastro pump and salon water heater. Replaced the contactor on the south kitchen hood. Replaced the south entrance light socket and closed those that the light post that got knocked out. Replaced the trouble sensor in the power hole fire panel. Replaced the floor drain in the south building second floor kitchen. We have replaced the water fountain in the south entrance. We have replaced in the whole quarter a total of 15 ton HVAC that was replaced last week on the gastro pump. And we replaced a total of 15 units on residents, new residents and existing residents apartments. Installed a new air curtain in the health center. Replaced an 8-ton unit in the health center nurse station. Replaced the retention tank in the south building boiler room. That's some of the items that we're replacing to try to help the hot water problem that we have over there. Completed the health department mid-year inspections. We completed the phase 3 on the tarmac replacement and completed preventive maintenance on all golf cars. And we have completed a total of 100,265 work orders for the whole quarter. Thank you.
Thank you, Darwin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Evan Poole. I'm your Environmental Services Director. Darwin and I collaborated during a site safety visit walkthrough performed by LCS. The breezeway, the back porch, the north and south entrances, and the staircase outside the crow's nest has been power washed. Help support the temporary units stay without any business interruption with routine cleaning. The south and north building furniture has been detailed and remains to be a focus. The first floor south hardwoods have been polished with Clearwater Floor Experts. We have cleaned the interior and exterior windows in the Grand Lobby South and the North Living Room. We have cleaned the beauty salon and wood shop sign. We have cleaned the windows outside the gym multiple times. We have cleaned the exterior lights throughout the breezeway and alfresco area. We continue to have employee appreciation events ranging from breakfast and lunch for the team, celebrating their birthdays and efforts of retention. As everyone has mentioned, it's a huge focus and goal for the year. We continue to deliver on our promises on services inside your home. I'm excited to say that we did not cancel one service while we're down 3 team members, which is roughly 120 labor hours each week. I would like to take this time to share appreciation we have for Martha, Myra, Vicky, Cindy, Amy, and Corelli helping during these challenging times. They may have came in, yes, thank you. Some of those team members came in on Saturday to conduct services. Some of those team members came in early at 6 a.m. to ensure that the common areas were complete, to ensure that the day is ready for you all inside your homes. We have welcomed multiple team members, 1 team member in the Health Center, Carolina, and 3 team members in Independent Living, Maria, Allie, and Marina. We have also welcomed Amy Bodway, the housekeeping manager, that has done an excellent job stepping in and providing a wide variety of duties during her training. This included cleaning inside your home and those oasis stays, trial stays, temporary stays. So she has proven to be an asset to our community. The Environmental Services Department is committed to implementing a standard schedule for floor scrubbing throughout the year. We will continue to have the community power washed on an as needed basis. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Christine Sintakovich, Director of Innovative Home Services. We had cookies and punch IHS tables in the south and north dining rooms. We had flower arranging with Maddie. We did a Mother's Day mimosa and trivia. We celebrated our staff for CNA Week. We have about 47 current staff members. We're always continuing to hire PRN staff to make sure that we can fulfill everyone's needs or requests for services. We introduced our tech support system. That's still kind of up and coming and running, so we're trying to work out some of the kinks with that. We are continuing to exceed our budget month over month with NOI and revenue. And our upcoming is quick breakfast snacks with IHS that's going to be tomorrow in the north and south lobbies. We are going to provide information on long-term care insurance plans. We are participating in the wellness event of fault prevention. And we've exceeded our Q2 revenue by $75,632 and our NOI by $48,856. So it's a great accomplishment. We're very proud of that. And as Sherry had stated earlier on, we will continue to have a minimum requirement of only 1 hour of service for ADL or concierge services. Most other agencies don't have that. They have 2 hour minimum. Some actually even have an 8 hour minimum. So our focus is to not, have you move to the next level of care, but to keep everyone here in independent living and enjoying in this beautiful community by having us come in and help you if you are not feeling well or you have a surgical procedure or something happens and your loved one needs our attention. That's what our goal is here. It's always been the same goal. Going into 26, we're going to continue doing that by maintaining 1 hour of the minimum service. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Kelly Clark, I'm your Resident Services Director. So this quarter I was able to bring in a new durable medical equipment company, Pinellas Medical Supply. Some of you may have met Jared, he's one of the owners. He's very timely and works with you to get all of your walkers and medical equipment secure for you in your apartment. We finalized vendors and plans for the wellness fair in the fall. I will be posting details soon. It will be at the end of October, so just keep that in mind. We held a session with the pharmacist to provide detailed information on how to properly dispose of medications. I also ordered new Sharps containers and provided information on how to properly dispose of your hazardous materials. And to come, we're going to continue working with the residents and other departments to improve the new resident move-in experience. We're working with the Lighthouse for the Blind to return for a session on services that are available to you, and partnering with our nutritionists to bring you education on how to stay healthy.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Ginger Horton. I am the Director of Transportation, Activities, and Fitness. So we'll start with May. We had a fabulous annual Derby Day with some fabulous hats, and thanks to Dining, Mint Juleps. Mother's Day celebration, we had a harpist who's also an employee of IHS. She's wonderful. We did mimosas and cupcakes. We had our Solid Air performance. Our residents put on a fabulous show celebrating mothers. And we had musical bingo with Grace, and she'll also be here this week, Friday at 2 o'clock. June, we celebrated Father's Day with Evening with Jonathan Benelli. We started a new program all about history. History buffs gather monthly now. We hit a new restaurant, Rooster Fish. That was a resident request. So please let me know if you have a favorite restaurant you'd like to go to, and we'll get it on the calendar. Happy hour on Saturday, June 21st. It was the longest day. We wanted to bring awareness to Alzheimer's, and we all gathered with friends. We had Carla Hines here. It was a wonderful event, and it was well attended. We also had our clothing swap, a lot of work for some residents, but very successful. In July, we had Steve Walker, who did our monthly cocktail party, Jacob Hunt entertained us on a Saturday, and our residents love entertainment on Saturdays. We had 3 vendors out in July: Avon, Mary Kay, Touchstone Jewelry. Unfortunately, Larry has, he's retired. So if we can get someone else to do the watch repairs, we will. We just want to know if that's something that you all want to see again. But we'll try real hard if you do. Things to come, the Youth Ranch pickup is this Friday. Our cocktail party is Thursday with an 80s theme, so come dressed. Imagine Museum and brunch on the 21st. We also have our survey events. Friday, August 22nd, cocktail party, and Jacob Hunt will be here again. Pizza party, Wednesday, August 27th, 11:30 to 1 in Grand Lobby South. Grab and Go ice cream, Thursday the 28th, 1:30 in the Breezeway. And happy hour in the pub, Friday, August 29th, 2:15 to 4:45. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Come on, let's go. Thank you. All right, let me just introduce myself. My name's Ricky. I'm the Food and Beverage Director. Dustin, Assistant Food and Beverage Director. Nick, sous chef, and Attila is our executive chef. Thank you for showing up. I'll just run through this as quick as I can. We started our Brick and Vine Afternoon Delight. It's at 3 o'clock in Brick and Vine. If you'd like to attend, you can call Dustin and I. Call me at 312, Dustin at 311. You get one glass of wine, a little snack. A lot of you folks that are in the audience here have been. It's a good time just to get out and do something. Madeline from the pub, she's the cook, and she's now been promoted. She's going to be in front of the house. So, yes. We will continue our gourmet dinners. I believe we have 3 or 4 left in the cycle. Our wine club is today. We're featuring Manhattan Fish Chowder. Our pasta night is on 8/21. We had to move it from the Regency Room to the Town Hall due to a lot of folks that want to show up to it. We're featuring a white sauce, linguine with clam sauce, and a Veracruz sauce that Nick made that happens to be very good. And we have 63 residents signed up so far, so we won't shut that down. Then we have our beer club on 8. Thank you. And Frank Twait is our MC, and if you haven't been around Frank Twait, it's very enjoyable, let's say the least. Our theme night's on 8/27. We're going to be featuring tropical drinks. It's the shades of summer, so come dressed up or dressed down. Starting today, we started to-goes in the pub for breakfast and lunch. It's you cannot call in for it. If you want to grab an egg sandwich and take it for the road, that's fine. Dustin's birthday, very important day, is 8/22. Not that he's allowed to accept gifts, but he's running low on diapers. Urban barbecue is on 8/26, and we're featuring smoked fish. And then in September, more to come on this. We're going to be doing the Battle of the Chefs in the pub, and it'll be Dustin and I against Nick and Madeline and Attila and whoever else he chooses, but they're pretty much going to get squashed like a couple grapes. So that'll be a good time. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the pub, we're going to be featuring 50-cent wings and $4 bourbon drinks. So come see us for a good time. And that's all I got. And a round of applause for our chefs here. We know how to
This is for Darwin. I'd like to know where we are. I know we were gonna do some evaluation on the hot water for the south wing, like recirculating or something.
Yeah, we have been working on that. Actually, we had a company come out yesterday. We already replaced the ventilation tank to see if it helped, and replace one of the main circulating pumps. It's just, we're trying to find a solution for it, but we are working on it. We have some other people come out on Monday. They can look at the situation, and they're gonna get back to me to see what else we can do to fix that issue.
Has there been any mention of some type of recirculating process, or is that not possible?
We do have circulating pumps already installed. We just wanna make sure we actually found the plans, and we working on it. But we have been doing, we changed the ventilation tank, and we changed one of the circulating pumps.
Hi, I just wanted to acknowledge everybody what an incredible job you're doing, and we thank you so much. Number one, and number two, I wanted to acknowledge Barbara from the fitness center. She's doing such an incredible job. We had almost 40 people this morning at our class. So she teaches classes Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 9:15, and with her personality and skills, she has built this right up, and everybody's benefiting.